So I grew up in a really small town, like 2,000 people at most, and I went to a private university for college in a large metroplex, but it was a private university and I was there on scholarship to be an athlete and to be in the honors college. And I realized really quickly how differently small town kids are raised than the majority of their peers. And I would say especially girls, like girls that are raised in rural areas, like we just learn different stuff. And I think it's being raised in like an agriculture farming community that you just grow up with this understanding that like everything that could go wrong will go wrong at some point in time, and you're just prepared to handle whatever fallout there might be. But there were several moments that made me realize like, oh, not everybody's built like that. And so when I first got to college, it was the middle of summer. I made friends with this girl. She was raised upper middle class in a city, very sweet. We played the same sport. And when I was in college, I drove a very unique car. I drove a 1965 Falcon Ranchero. I can't say that it was like cherried out because it was my daily driver from the day I was 16 until I was 21. So obviously it had some wear and tear, but it was like super cool. But also when you drive an old car like that, you have to learn how to fix an old car because they break. Anyway, me and this girl, we are driving down I-35. I don't even know where we were going. Middle of summer, we're driving down I-35. All of a sudden, there's just like, I've got no forward motion and smoke coming out from under the hood. And I'm thinking, what in the hell? So I pull over to the interstate and she is immediately hysterical. Immediately hysterical. Like, she doesn't even understand what's going on. I don't even know what's going on. And she's immediately hysterical, like immediately on the phone with her parents trying to like, and I'm like, girl, chill out. Like, I don't even know what's going on. So I get out, I pop the hood. Long story short, simple fix. The fuel line had popped off, and kind of concerning in the moment because I was like, listen, I got like hot fuel on a hot engine. Like, this could technically catch on fire, but I really hope it doesn't. Anyway, I get it under control and I'm like, listen, it's fine. It's fine. And she's like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Do we have to call a tow truck? Like, well, who's going to come get us? And I'm like, I'm going to fix it. Like, I'm going to fix it. She's like, what do you mean you're going to fix it? How do you know how to fix a car? And I'm like, it's a fuel. I'm going to fix it. And I mean, she's super sweet. I get it fixed. I get us back on the road. And she's like, that was the scariest thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry that you had to experience that with me, but we're okay now. Country girls are just different.